This is a demonstration of how to use the Pivot Table Control Center to rename pivot fields and pivot field items. For more information, please contact Glenn Hughes at the email address glv1224@yahoo.com. You may have situations where you have downloaded data off of a legacy system, an ERP system, or maybe received from an external source. Sometimes you may want to rename the fields or the field items that are in the pivot table. In front of me, I have a pivot table created from an SAP BW query. SAP, selling their products internationally, sometimes uses generic field names in their databases. Here we can see a pivot table with the three fields named region, CAM, city district, and location. We know these fields as state, county, and city. To rename the field, you must first select it in the pivot fields area. I will select region, and then I will click again shortly afterwards to enable editing of the name. I will rename that state. I will choose CAM City District, click again, and click again, and I will rename that county. I will then click on location, and then click again to edit, and I will rename that city. And you will see that the field names have been changed in the pivot table. You can also use the Pivot Table Control Center to change the names of items within a field. Here I will select state, and then I will click the Show Hide Move Items drop-down box, and you will see a list of all the states in the pivot table. Here we see that the BW uses the pound sign to represent missing data. I will select that. I will then click again to enable editing, and I will call that unknown. And here we can see it has been renamed in the pivot table. That's an example of how you can use the Pivot Table Control Center to rename pivot fields or pivot field items. For more information, please contact Glenn Hughes at glv1224@yahoo.com.